It is called the Evening of Elegance, and it is just that. It has grown and blossomed over the years. The 11th annual Evening of Elegance is coming up on April the 24th, by which time I promise you our weather is going to be so much nicer, and you can make your way to St. George Banquet Hall on King Street North in Waterloo to enjoy the annual Evening of Elegance. It is all in support of the Waterloo Region Family Network. We'll learn lots more about that in the next several minutes as we are joined by the Executive Director of WRFN, the Waterloo Region Family Network. Sue Simpson is with us. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. And we have Jody Purdy with us as well, who helps to organize the annual event. Jody, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Farwell. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you, my friend. And you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Glad to hear that. Sue, I'd like to start with you, if we could, please. For those who don't know about the Waterloo Region Family Network, can you explain to us what it is that you do?
Sure, I'm happy to. Thank you. So as a peer-developed and peer-driven network, WRFN is uniquely able to help families and individuals in our community thrive. So the common needs that we support include diagnosed and undiagnosed disabilities and mental health challenges. Through education and meaningful connections, we offer support in making informed decisions for now and through all life stages. WRFN fills a gap in Waterloo Region by facilitating peer connections, so connecting families to each other and sharing community resources. So through our innovative community partnership model and this strong network, we are able to create lifelong impact.
How are you funded?
We are funded through our innovative partnership model, which is about a quarter of our funding. Otherwise, it is grants and a lot of hard work and fundraising.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case, as I recalled, and that's what makes this Evening of Elegance such an important part of your fundraising initiatives every year. Jody, how did you get tangled up in all of this? I forget when we first talked about this all those years ago. What's your connection?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, my answer is not going to be as polished as Sue's. However, I've got the background with supporting and education with individuals with exceptionalities, and I was looking for a place to kind of grow my knowledge and grow my community involvement, and I was introduced to Sue, which has been a phenomenal partnership all these years. She's definitely been a phenomenal mentor and helped me to expand my knowledge and my outreach in this community. And getting involved with WRFN with the Evening of Elegance has just been a real highlight, something that myself and my family look forward to every year because it's just such a lovely evening. We get to get all dressed up and go into St. George Hall this year and just have a lovely evening with some great food and great people around the table.
Where did the idea of the Evening of Elegance come from, Jody?
That was definitely something that started before I started with Sue. It was in the beginning stages when I first joined the volunteer team at WRFN, the working committee. And we've just kind of expanded from the idea. So typically what happens is the event happens, and towards the end of the evening, I tap Sue on the shoulder and say, okay, so next year. And that's where the conversation starts. And I can just see her wheels are turning, my wheels are turning, and then we bring it back because we always have a wrap-up meeting shortly after the event of what went well, what could we grow upon, and looking at feedback from the people who participate in the Evening of Elegance as well. And we look at what can we do? What does the community want to see? What can help grow WRFN supports, and what can we build upon from there?
So the 11th annual, Sue, as I mentioned, April the 24th, St. George Banquet Hall. What can folks expect at the annual Evening of Elegance?
Well, you can expect an opportunity to raise a deeper awareness and understand the needs of our community and the support that we offer to eliminate those barriers. Beyond that, it's an opportunity of mix and mingling for our guests. We're going to have an amazing guest speaker this year, Brian DeLauder, the founder of 10 Telescopes, which fits in with our celestial theme. We're just really excited and want to engage people in some new activities. So there will be mixing and mingling and food pairings with wine and beer, and an opportunity also to present our volunteer award, the Matthew McGregor Volunteer Award, which we present annually to one or two volunteers who have been phenomenal over the past year, and we're really excited to do that again this year.
I see my buddy Mark Perry is going to be joining you as MC. Good old Timmins boy right there. What a beauty you got for an MC, Sue.
We are so excited and looking forward to having him join us and just encouraging people to participate and enjoy the evening through his Master of Ceremonies experience.
Yeah, he is absolutely fantastic. You're in very good hands there. Any idea over the years, Sue, how much has been raised through this annual event?
Oh my goodness. We typically raise about $24,000 per year. So that gives you a sense, if you can do the math there. That would
No, but I know, and I know how important it is. You said grants and fundraising, about 75% of the funds that you have available for the Family Network.
That is correct. And this year we're hoping to increase our number of guests to 130. So we're excited about that. And we hope to raise at least $30,000 through the event.
Okay. We'll look for the $30,000 total. And Jody, St. George Banquet Hall, I mean, this thing has grown over the years since you and I first talked about it. But how can people get involved this year?
Well, we've got on our social media pages, we've got links available for the save the date. So we do have the early bird starting now with our ticket sales. And we started them a little bit earlier this year in hopes that, you know, with Family Day, with the holidays coming up, that people will think of giving that as a gift and seeing it as an opportunity to spend time with family and loved ones as an elegant night out, as a date night as well, which is what my husband and I do every year. And everything through the website. So WRFN.info is the website that they're going to look at for more information. And they can also catch a glimpse of what WRFN is all about through that website, too.
Absolutely. We'll point people in that direction. And Jody, please give that husband of yours a big hug from me.
If I have to, I will.
Okay.
He's currently watching the Canada game, of course.
Of course he is. Jody, Sue, thank you both for being here this morning. And we look forward to another successful Evening of Elegance in support of the great work you do at the Family Network. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Bye, Jody. Yep.
Bye.
Jody Purdy and Sue Simpson. I met Jody's hubby first, Kevin. Stone cold beauty, that guy is. Way back in the Kitchener Dutchman days in this town. So that takes us back a little bit, right? They're now the Air Centennials. Anyway, Jody has been a driving force behind increasing the scope of this fundraiser. And as Sue Simpson, the executive director, points out, this is a critical piece of fundraising that the Waterloo Region Family Network does every year. WRFN for Waterloo Region Family Network .info. Get information about the Family Network and save your date for the Evening of Elegance coming up on April the 24th.
This is the Mike Farwell Show on 570 News Radio.